from one OEM, and this give you the benefit of lower OPEX to manage. Okay, moving on. Very simple slide, very simple message. Okay, what it says that you can't protect what you can't see. You have to see inside what is happening in your network. Then only you can protect. That is the message we are giving here. Now, when you are going for your next security project, if you want to go for a large solution implementation, be it in a firewall project, or maybe it in advanced malware detection project, or maybe it in incident response capability you want to build inside your organization, the two things very important for the organization. Very simple. What is those two things? When deciding the solution, you think about that solution, how much deep visibility inside your organization, inside your infrastructure that solution can bring for you. Because without visibility, you can't initiate anything. Even, I will come back. And then once you get the visibility, the second thing, whether the selected solution been able to give you enough control to put in place, so that there is no breach happen later on. So these two factors are very important while deciding the solutions for your organization. Now, these are a few questions which you can't answer if you don't have an agile security posture inside your organization. Which are these questions? You can see in the left hand side of the slide. You won't be having answers if you don't have proper security plan inside your organization. Like, where the attacks start? You don't know where the attacks start, right? If you don't have that plan and that kind of solution to give you the visibility. How bad is the situation? What is the scale of the damage, right? What system were impacted? Is the Windows system were impacted, or is the Android tabs are impacted, or the Linux-based operating systems based workstations are been impacted? Where did the threat do? Okay, how do we recover now? How we'll come back to the normal, and how we can keep it from happening again? You don't have the answer of this question. So what Cisco can bring in, I am just giving you a small console of our advanced malware protection solution. What it can give it to you, it brings a network file trajectory of that particular file which is creating havoc inside your environment. The type of file, what is the current disposition, what is the metadata, what is the sharp value of that particular file, which came as a good packet. It's programmed such a way, it's programmed as a good packet. It came by breaching all the security layer, because when it entered your environment, it was a healthy packet. And it is programmed such a way, after 15 days, this packet turned into a malware. Okay, so you have the details once you get the file info. The second you get to know about the timelines and the count. When this packet was seen first in your network, and when it was seen for the last time, how many incidents of this, how many variant of this packet was seen in entire time span. Okay, so you can see what is the extent of the damage. And last but not the least, the file path, how the packet travel, how many PCs it travel without being a malicious packet, and after becoming a malware, how many PCs or endpoint it just travel. So all these details you get to know with the user context, because it is connected with an Active Directory system of your network. Okay, moving on. So Cisco brings best of breed products and with integrated architecture for you. So almost all the security products you need for your cyber security resiliences inside the organization we do offer. Okay, so what we propose an architectural approach for security to be deployed inside your environment. Okay, and backed by threat intelligence cloud called Talos. This is the largest threat intelligence cloud globally available for any OEMs today, and backed by a best of breed portfolio of solutions. So I am not going to talk anything about product today. We have plethora of solutions, including product and services. So you can see the headers of the different solutions. So this itself, name itself is one chapter in the cyber security. So the message is that we bring an integration and we bring an effective security by integrating all the solution. And with this integration of so many solutions, you can bring down your cost of, total cost of ownership. This is some slides from the Forrester's latest report. From best of breed silo solution to an integrated solution, you can reduce the cost almost 40% today. Okay. So where do we start in security? If you haven't started your journey for adopting agile security, where from do you start? That's the question you might again face, right? So these are like use cases. You can, for you can be stopping the threat at the edge would be your requirement. So we have solutions like next generation firewall, advanced malware protection, next generation IPS. For you, the requirement can be protect user when they work from outside the office environment. Okay, inside environment when the user is working, the protection will be different. When suppose I'm staying in this hotel. I'm based out of Mumbai. I'm carrying two company assets where from I'm accessing company's data center 24/7, right? So for me, the security layer has to be different. It can't be the same. So the requirement for you can be protecting users when it's off network. Third, control who gets into your network. Now in your corporate network, different kind of people can come. Employees, suppliers, guests, so many people can come. And for everybody, the access to the network can't be the same. Second, if you see today, one employee can have multiple devices also. On average, globally, we have 3.3 devices per user today. So every asset, you can't give 100% access to the data center. So device-based access policy, if you want to bring in, you have different solutions from Cisco. Another use case can be simplify network segmentation. Very important, segmenting your different key segments of your network. Your critical segment, most critical segment, semi-critical segment, normal segment, you want to separate it out. Because in case of there's a serious breach, you don't end up spoiling all the segments. Okay. For that we have the TrustX kind of environment. And last but not the least, find and contain problem faster. How advanced threat detection can help you on this piece. So last few slides. So this is, we are talking about our internal Cisco as an IT. Cisco IT, we often talk to our customers and leverage our own security watches inside Cisco. What Cisco does is, Cisco IT protects 120,000 employees on real time. We have 26,000 remote office connections. We have 1,350 engineering labs globally, and we have 2,500 IT applications, and we have 40,000 routers used by Cisco itself. So the security for this kind of infrastructure, you can understand at what level. And we're successfully defending cyber attacks with all this infrastructure in hand. Not only the product, the services part also, we have much thing to offer to customers like you who are now started beginning your digital journey in near future. From the risk and compliances to the threat management, every piece we have different type of solutions. You can take benefits of this kind of services offerings from us. Okay. We spoke about the SOC, building up a SOC for mature customers. Cisco can help you in terms of building up the security operation centers for proactive threat hunting and for deep packet inspection, managing your all remote devices from one place, and gives a heads up early in the threat attack cycle. This one piece is very important today. This particular services is known as incident response retainer services. Now every customer is not large. Every customer doesn't have huge budget to spend $1 million on security. So what we have seen specifically in the mid-market and upper mid-market segment, before building a security operations center, what customer wants, they basically have implemented some security solutions. Now they want to buy certain hours from Cisco. Cisco offers them 100 hours of, 100 hours of incident response from the threat hunters. In case there is an outbreak happens, so you can call Cisco, within 4 hours, we send our expert to address that particular outbreak. So you can buy this in advance as a proactive measure. at the end of the year, suppose you don't use this 100 hours from Cisco, you can utilize this amount in certain other solution. Your money doesn't go away, but it's a kind of, the right word would be a ceiling, a service at hand, at your disposal. If there is any crisis, you need to, you can avail the Cisco's threat hunters assistance. This is the last slide of my presentation. We are in the market for infrastructure and security for last 30 years, over 30 years. So globally, we are clocking more than $50 million of revenue. And these are the kind of patents, acquisitions, and the partners ecosystem we do have. So feel free to reach out to us not only for the security, for other infrastructure requirement, intuitive network, SD-WAN, data center, collaborations. So we are at the cloud computing stage, where whatever your requirement, you do reach out to us. We will be free to interact with you all at your comfort. So that's all from my side today. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. He was Adil Jaldeka with very informative presentation. I would now like to welcome former Minister of Environment, Science and Technology and social activist, Mr. Ganesh Shah. And I would also like to request volunteers to please welcome him. And I would also like to welcome Mr. Anandaras Khanal, Senior Director of Nepal Telecommunication Authority.